excited you're watching this video. I hope it helps you. Okay, so who figured out where I was in the English video yesterday? I know there were some people out there that figured it out. It was pretty hard, but if you were a true superhero fan, you knew I was hanging out with the coolest superhero, Doctor Strange, in the New York Sanctum Sanctorum. Okay, so where am I today? Take a look. I'll give you a hint. I would be found on the continent of Europe, and I felt like this place was appropriate for our English lesson. All right, good luck. All right, so first let's take a look at the diagram you worked on by yourself yesterday under Think A, number 2. So the sentence said the prodigal son lived very wickedly, and you already had son and lived filled out for you. Then you should have put the to describe son and prodigal to describe son, and then you should have had wickedly to describe lived, and then very would have described wickedly. All right, that's what that diagram should have looked like. Now let's take a look at what we're working on today. All right, so we are on page 195 in your language books, and we are talking about good and well. Now, have you ever said, I don't feel good? Well, did you know that it's impossible to feel good? You can't feel good, but you can feel well. So well and good are often confused and misused. So here's what you need to know to use them correctly. All right, first off, good is an adjective. And that means that we would use good to modify or describe nouns or pronouns. So let's take a look at some examples here. We saw a good movie last night. Good describes the noun movie. All right, and then the play was very good. So play is our noun and good describes play. And then Tom is a good singer. So good describes singer. All right, now, well can be either an adverb or an adjective. All right, so as an adverb, well modifies or describes verbs, and it's used to describe how something is done. So, for example, she sings well. So sings is our verb, and well describes how she sings. Emily plays the part well. Plays is our verb, and well describes how Emily plays the part. And then Roy did his job well. So well describes did, which is the verb, and how Roy did his job. He did it well. All right, now, as an adjective, it tells how a person feels. So, I do not feel well today. Okay, so well tells how I feel. I do not feel well. Ryan feels well today. So well tells us how Ryan feels. And then do you feel well? All right, so well describes how you would feel. All right, so we are working on Think B 1 through 7 today. So I've got 1 through 3 on the board for us. All right, so number 1, that was a good tennis match. So we're either writing good or well in the following sentences in the blank there. So we would use good in number 1 because good would be describing the tennis match. Okay, it's tennis match, match is the noun, and good describes it. Number 2, if you eat too much candy, you will not feel well. Well, why would we use well in this sentence instead of good? Because well describes how a person feels. Good does not. Well describes how a person feels. So we would use well in that sentence. And then 3, because we feed our pansies plant food, they grow well, we would use well in this sentence because well tells us how the pansies grow. Okay? All right, so now you work on 4 through 7 by yourself. Just do the very best you can. Remember that well would either be telling how a person feels or describing an adjective or an adverb, and then good describes the noun. Okay? All right, well, I will go over those with you tomorrow in the video. Have a fantastic day. Bye.